Hi, this is Minnie Ribeiro and you're watching Chef's Delight on India Food Network. I'm here at the House of Asia, the Mirador Hotel Andheri East in the northern suburb of Mumbai. House of Asia is known for its Indian and Pan-Asian cuisine. Joining me shortly will be Executive Chef Ajay Diwali, who's going to show us how to make chicken and Thai green curry. Hi Chef Ajay.
Welcome Minnie.
Thank you very much. So Chef, you're going to be showing us how to make chicken and Thai green curry today.
Right.
So what are the ingredients that we need for that?
Here we have a baby eggplant, then we have nampla, which is fish sauce.
Okay.
Then we have bird chili.
Right.
Then we have a kaffir lime leaf. Here we have a Thai green curry paste.
Okay.
We have a boneless chicken. Then we have a baby eggplants, the small eggplants. Then we have two types of milk, coconut milk.
Why is that?
One is thin, one is thick. Thick one, we have to start with thick one. At the end, you can pour the thinner version.
One. Okay, so there's a difference in the consistency?
If you see the consistency, you can see it's very thin.
Oh, I see.
And if you see this, it's very thin.
Oh, yes, of course it is.
It's creamier.
Okay. Chef, I have a question here. This coconut milk, I mean, you've of course making fresh one right here in the hotel. But at home, one can be substituted for those ready-made Tetra packs or cans or whatever we get?
Yeah, we get it. We get the fresh coconut milk also. Sometimes we get the coconut tin also. So coconut tin milk is little thicker version. So we can add little water and dilute and make it little thinner.
So it is perfectly all right to use those at home?
Why not?
Okay, okay.
Then we have basil leaves here.
Okay.
And the palm sugar, which is jaggery we call.
Okay. So does that add the tinge of sweetness to the
sweetness?
Curry.
Thai cuisine is basically sweet, spicy and sour.
Okay, all the three flavors all together. Okay. Chef, another thing, you are showing this curry with chicken, but can I substitute it with prawns or fish or vegetables at home as well?
Yeah, why not? We can do it with the pork also, we can do it with the prawns also, which they call gung there in Thai. Then we can do it in vegetable also, but vegetable you need to avoid this and you can add little soya sauce for the color.
Okay, so the fish sauce needs to be avoided because it's non-vegetarian and we substitute it with soya sauces.
Right.
Okay, and the rest of the ingredients remain the
same.
Wonderful. So Chef, we are ready with all the ingredients. Shall we go to the kitchen to make the curry?
Please.
Okay, let's go. So we are ready to make the chicken and Thai green curry?
Yes, yes, why not?
So what are we starting with?
We're going to start with the coconut milk. Okay. And in Thai, we say Gyang Kho Wang Gai.
What does that mean?
That means chicken in Thai green curry.
Okay. Chef, you said we will be starting with coconut milk. What about oil?
We don't use the oil because Thai people, 80% they cook with the coconut milk. And only for the frying thing like a fish fry, deep fry thing, they use oil.
Oh, I see. So this curry is completely without oil?
Without oil.
Oh, that's interesting. Let's start.
So we're going to start with the coconut milk. We have to take half cup of coconut milk.
This is the thick one?
Thick one, right.
So it's on we work on a high flame?
Yeah, you can work on high flame, but you keep on stirring it, otherwise it will get burned on the side.
Yes, of course.
So keep on stirring it. When it starts reducing little more time, then it will start leaving the oil, coconut oil inside.
Oh, that's the reason why we don't really need to use oil in cooking.
Right. You see, the oil is coming up.
Yes.
Then you can add 1.5 tablespoon of green curry paste. You have to mix it nicely. It has to combine with the coconut milk.
Okay.
Then you can add chicken here. It's a boneless chicken, around 100 gram.
Right. And you mentioned that one can use prawns, one can use vegetables.
You can make pork also in that.
Okay.
If you see when the chicken start getting little brown, then you can add just half of the brinjal. Okay, and 3-4 pieces of pea eggplant.
Yes.
Then you can add the thinner version of coconut milk.
Okay. And how much would that be?
That will be again half cup.
Okay. And the Thai green curry paste as well has a bit of salt.
Because we already add the salt into it.
That's right. So at this stage we don't really need to add any salt at all.
We don't require.
It's a nice green color has come. So Chef, how long does, I can see this nice green color happening now, but how long does this need to cook?
It will take 4 to 5 minutes.
That's it. Okay.
Okay, the brinjal actually doesn't give any distinct flavor, but we can cut down the spiciness with the brinjal.
Oh, I see. So it actually neutralizes the spices.
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
And then again you have a palm sugar also to cut down the spiciness.
Cut down the spiciness, yes. Because I believe Thai food traditionally is very, very spicy.
Spicy,
it's
right.
like really full of chilies.
Right.
But of course we temper it down here in India. And, okay. So what next? What goes next?
Then we can add 1 teaspoon of palm sugar.
Is palm sugar a must, chef, or can one add ordinary sugar as well?
No, ordinary sugar you cannot have. We can add jaggery also.
Okay, jaggery. Okay.
That we can get it in India.
Yes.
But palm sugar also you can get it very easily nowadays.
Okay. And if we don't get the palm sugar, our good old good is
jaggery.
Perfect. Okay.
Jaggery.
Okay.
Then we have a kaffir lime leaves.
Yes.
So just pinch of kaffir lime leaves.
This is for that specific Thai flavor.
For flavor, lemon. Then again we have 1 teaspoon of nampla, that's a fish sauce.
Yes.
Then again for the spiciness further, we have a bird chili here. That's half teaspoon. Bird chili.
This is very spicy.
Very spicy.
But I guess what is Thai food if it's not really spicy and fiery?
Right. At the end, to finish the product, finish the Thai curry, we have a basil leaves.
Okay.
That you just put 2 or 3 pieces,
okay.
cut it into small pieces and you can sprinkle on top.
Yes.
And then you can finish that.
I can get a lovely aroma already.
Here your Thai curry is ready.
Wow, that's great. It looks so
So you can pour it into bowl and then you can have a garnish with the coconut milk and the basil leaves on top.
So the consistency has to be not very thick.
Not very thin, not very thick.
Not watery at all.
Not watery. Then you can put garnish with the
thick
coconut milk and then put 1 basil leaves on top. You can put some red chilies as a garnish.
Okay.
And it serves with the steamed rice. We have a Japanese steamed rice. Japanese rice, it goes very good combination.
Is it that
with
sticky rice?
Sticky rice with the Thai curry, but you can use normal steamed rice
at home as well. Okay, so our Thai curry and rice are ready, okay.
Green Thai curry with steamed rice, it's a jasmine rice, but you can use steamed rice or ordinary steamed rice at home.
Okay, that looks very, very appealing and attractive, I must say. Thank you very much, Chef, for that wonderful recipe. It was absolutely delightful to learn that.
Pleasure, Mini. Pleasure, Mini.
Thank you. So that was Chef Ajay Diwali at the House of Asia at the Mira Road Hotel, Andheri East in the northern suburb of Mumbai. And he's shown us how to make chicken curry in Thai green paste. So if you want more such exciting recipes, do subscribe to India Food Network.